Hey, good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. As promised, we're putting together a preview of the NAIA championships, the AAU indoor championships, the New York State championships, and the PSAL Frosh Soph City championships from this weekend. Um, so let's jump right into that. Before we go into the specifics of each meet, know that we're available, what we've been able to find for the results links and the live streaming links. They'll be in the comments below. So go ahead and use those as a way to watch the meet, follow your favorite athletes, and see how well they're doing. Starting off with the NAIA championships, which are on March 1st, which will be later today. They're at Dakota State University, and it's really cold up there. By all accounts, everyone's like it's freezing every year. But thankfully, they do that meet indoors. So both events have been split into two heats, which is the first time for this in the race walk of the NAIA. And that's an amazing compliment to the athletes and their coaches for driving the excellence at this level of competition. For the women, Heather Durant is in a class by herself and should break the championship record. She'll probably lap most of the field, even in her own heat. How many of her three teammates follow her to the medal stand is the big question for the team scoring. Columbia College, the previous dominant walking program, is also a big factor with three entries led by the Heiser-Watley twins. Ashlyn Poulin should be a factor along with a Central Methodist duo. 22 athletes are racing for the biggest field in many years, with the top five being freshmen and only five seniors. This is a really young field, which means we're going to see a lot of these athletes back in, over the next couple of years. Moving on to the men, Cumberland's, where Heather Durant and her teammates are from, is also the class of the men's field, with any of their top three capable of winning the race. Valuable team points will come from other medalists as well. Often in this race, surprises find the podium from the middle of the pack, so all bets are off and smart racing will be necessary. The 26 entrants is the biggest field in memory, possibly of all time, and only six of these athletes are seniors, so the future of that event is also bright. Moving south to the AAU Indoor Nationals, March 1st through 3rd in Virginia Beach. Traditionally, this meet is lightly attended by race walkers in general, and this year is no different. There's only like 6 or 7 athletes combined in the 3,000-meter race, so there'll probably be boys and girls racing together. The Ambler OC has the top 2 athletes from the boys and girls sides. Jack Clement in the 15 to 16 boys and Shaina Patel in the 14-year-old girls are the top athletes, and they should win those races pretty handily. Going on to the New York State Championships at Ocean Breeze Complex in Staten Island, New York, there's only a girls' race. Again, we've touched on this many times over our broadcasts. There is work to bring the boys back into the fold for race walking in high school state program in New York. But again, there's only a girls' race. There is a seeded and unseeded heat. Times tend to be a little bit slower than the season's best in this championship meet as athletes race tactically to assure they end up on the medal stand. But the top 5 to 6 are all capable of winning and producing fast times under that, right around that 7 flat to sub 7 range while doing it. It's key that the athletes avoid nerves and have excellent technique because the judging is always strict in this meet. Senior Taylor Farrell of Corning comes in as the top seed with one of the few girls who's been sub 7 this year in the event. She did it at early in the season and has been really close to that sub 7 all season long. Gianna Mari of Sachem East is another one of the sub 7 athletes who has a real shot at winning this meet. And her teammate, Abby Callanan, is the reigning state champ, so she should be in play as well. And not only that, but we have the 2022 state champion, Desi Dubois from Brockport, in the race too. So it's going to be real tight. It's going to be competitive, and this should be a real highlight event to watch if you're looking at top walking and top competition. And good luck to all those girls. Lastly, we have the PSAL Frosh Soph City Championships at the Armory on the 3rd. We haven't seen the official entries on this one yet, but just going through the performance lists, the top 3 entries should be Caitlin Chen of Cardozo High, Karen Chung of Forest Hills, and Selena Wang of Cardozo High. Winning time somewhere in that 8:50 range would be an excellent result for these younger athletes who are early in their high school careers in the race walk. And it should be a pretty tight race as well. Again, judging will play a component. Most of these athletes are, fairly inexperienced. And so this is their, really their first big meet that they've had the opportunity to compete in. So that's it for our pre-race previews. Again, look down in the comments for the links to how to watch the live results, to watch the live streams. And while you're down there, dip a little further, check out the online merch store and help support the channel. Thanks very much for watching and have a great day.